advice would you have for students and professionals in their 20s? And maybe what's some advice that you would have given yourself in your 20s?
Yeah, I think the most important thing about your 20s is recognizing that it's the 20s. And what I mean by that is, and I hate to come across ageist, but you're still young. You still have a lot of like opportunity and life and experience to gain. And the reality is you're only so far removed from your teen years, right? So if we look at sort of the prototypical teenager of like, I know everything and I've got all life figured out, you know, and now that you're in your 20s, you can look at a 16-year-old and be like, oh, kid, no. Like, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. You know, that sort of thing. You know, when you celebrate your 20th birthday and you move out of your teens and into your 20s, it's not like that just vanishes on the spot. You know, yes, you are maturing. Yes, maybe you don't have all of that false bravado, but it's still there. You still think, okay, I'm an adult. I have my whatever college degree now. Maybe I got my first job. I'm paying my own rent and can afford my own car or whatever. Right, and all of those things tend to happen in your 20s. Those kind of adulting moments, and so you take it as sort of okay. Well, then I'm an adult. And it's like, yes, you are, but no, you're not. You're still not. You know, and there's still so much to get figured out. There's still, and it's not even the adulting things. It's not even, how do you pay the electric bill every month and, get good credit and, that's, sure. But it's all the nuance and subtlety of just how do you move in the world each day. And so going back to the question of, what is the advice? I think it's, get that varied experience, try different things, meet different people, do different stuff, and just learn and just figure it out and see, what you like, what you don't like, how does it work. Now that you do have your own money and independence and so on and so forth, leverage it and understand that so much of your thinking, from what it is you like, to what your job should be, to how you should live, to the person you should date or marry or whatever. All of that stuff is so incredibly heavily biased by everything that has preceded it. Your childhood, what you took on from your parents, what you learned from a teacher, so on and so forth. And it's not to say that all of those people are bad, but they're living their life. They're doing whatever they're doing. They have their own biases that they receive from their parents and teachers and whatever. And it's really a great time to just explore and experiment. And the risks in your 20s are so much lower, even though they feel really high, because, oh my gosh, I need to go get my apartment. If I can't figure out a way to make money and have my own apartment, then, I'm failing in my 20s. And so it's not to say that it is riskless. There's certainly risk, but the stakes are considerably lower. And so even though they feel higher than they've ever been. And so if you understand all of that and understand that a failure in your 20s, nobody's really going to hold that against you. It's going to provide such great learning. It's such a good time to go out there and experiment and try new things and take some risks. And so that is absolutely what I would tell young people. And it's really something I wish someone had kind of continually pushed on me. If I look at my 20s, if I have a, kind of broad level regret about my 20s, it's that I got too comfortable.